Today I'm in the woodyard. I'm at my brother Ken's woodyard. It's 20 below zero, and it's a wood day today. We're running the processor. We're gonna run the BLOCKBUSTER 1412 Plus. We're gonna run a pile of oak. It's right over here. So this is the pile of oak we started on yesterday. We got a little bit done after we got it set up. We only ran a little ways here. We got one trailer load full dumped. We got everything all set up, so it's good to go, but we got all this to do, and I don't know that we're going to get through it all today, but we're going to give it a shot, and that is the goal. And if we don't get it done, we'll finish it up tomorrow, because I got another 4 days I'm going to be here, I think. So we're going to try to get this one done today, and then after that, then we got maple. We got this loader right here. He's got the little stuff up front, and he's got the big stuff in the back. So that's what's going to be done second, but we want to get the oak done first because it's in the way. It's kind of right in the middle where the logger truck driver dropped it, and so it's kind of not in a good spot. So once we get this done, then we'll probably move the processor right here, and then we can get that maple done. Ken's on his way here with the tractor, and I'm going to get the machine started right now. We got a couple of visitors coming today, so that'll be kind of cool. We're going to fire it up. This is the only sunshine we're going to have today right here this morning. I don't know, it's about 8:30 or so right now. And we get a little bit of sun right in that little opening right there in the morning, and then by the afternoon the sun is over behind those trees and we have no more sun. Luckily we got, I don't know, like a 15-20 mile an hour wind. This is kind of out of the wind back here, so it's not too bad, but there's no sun either, so that's not good. Anyway, we're gonna make little pieces of wood right now. Hopefully she wants to start. We're kind of worried because it's cold. Oh, no problem. Uh-oh, problem. Uh-oh. Had to give her a little gas. So I'm going to jump up inside of here and sharpen it up while Kenny's going dumping a load. And again, I use the little power pack EBL with a Dremel with a 7/32 bit on it here. Way easier than using a file, especially when you got to be up inside of here. And it goes pretty quick actually. It's not terrible. I'm just going to touch it up because we've been cutting quite a bit of oak and I saw sparks coming off, which means we're hitting some dirt. I tighten up the chain again too if for some reason it keeps getting loose. Here we go, hold on. It's not terrible loose, just a little bit. You dump good? Slow? Get it on right away.
Real slow. That's a space heater in my truck. I put the space heater on the oil. Or you just don't work with it.
Yeah, we gotta charge the battery because the battery's getting low because it's so stinking cold. We've been dumping without charging, so I charge it up. I'm gonna start her up again. How many loads is that? Is that like 5?
4.
Well, last night we did one, right? So is that 4 altogether?
4 altogether. So I'm dumping it here because I'm going to get rid of this wood this summer. So then I can pile this oak here. This would be the most open spot I got.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably extend it longer that way and maybe whatever.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass because Now I got to come with the bucket and I got to shove it back.
Well, stack and shove, yeah.
Yeah, well, then I get back and the operator is bitching all the time. I get back. Where you been? You didn't clean up your stuff.
My ground crew isn't keeping up.
I told him we'd trade. I'll run the processors. You can do all the 10 things I do.
No. I have a union contract.
Union contract.
I run the machine. You are the ground crew.
Yeah, always the grunt. All right. 15 minutes later, we'll be down.
Yeah, gravity's nice when the hydraulics are warm, but if the hydraulics are cold, it's kind of small.
Well,
but you save your battery.
We've gained about 30 degrees temperature.
You think so?
Well, it's 15 below, it's 15 above. That's 30 degrees.
Yeah.
30 degrees is a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna head back, start cleaning stuff up over there, and
well, let's get everything ready when we get back.
Yeah.
I'll get this parked. We'll clean up all our junk. I'll load the deck.
Yep.
Then we'll go get some lunch.
Yep. Well, Kenny just took the load of wood to go do a dump. I saw it started cutting real slow. I saw some sparks, so I hit a little mud and sharpen her up. Run out of daylight now. There we go. We started at 9. It's what, 6?
Yeah, it's
After 6?
probably like, yeah, a little after 6.
So how many hours is that?
Well, we went home for
Yeah,
45 minutes
yeah.
for lunch.
We got 8 hour day, huh?
But it took all day to get an 8-hour day in because it was
Lot of-
15 below this morning. We worked late tonight because you had everything warmed up. Tomorrow morning's going to be 25 below, they said on the radio.
Actual temperature, 25 below.
Actual
so.
45 wind chill, they said. So
But we ran some big wood and had to do some resplits, and saw was dull. As you probably saw on some of those cuts, it saw was going slow. I didn't want to sharpen it again, but I saw sparks fly. I cut through a couple mud chunks, frozen mud chunks, so that happens.
I gotta go. We're gonna go home tonight. I gotta change oil in the generator. I gotta adjust my 3 points a little sloppy.
Yeah.
And
Well, we got about, what, 2/3 of the pile done.
oh
wasn't
yeah,
it?
there's not much
2/3?
left.
Well, it's still going to take us half a day tomorrow.
We'll get that tomorrow though.
Yeah, we'll finish that, and then we can reset for the
We'll
maple.
set up for the maple. Yep.
That's the plan anyway, if we can stand the cold tomorrow. It's going to be cold. Hopefully it ain't windy.
Hopefully it's not 25 below. I'm hoping it's only 15 because that's not so bad.
Yeah.
25 is getting the
Tell ya, I felt this fire on my butt all day. It
I
was
did
nice.
not.
It was nice.
I was on a tractor.
In my contract, it says I should stay at the controls at all
Being
times.
the ground guy, I'm way underpaid as usual because I got to clean out this. I got to move that. I got to load
Well,
the
if
deck.
you moved a little faster, you'd get more done.
I'm going plenty fast. I'm sorting everything out so he
I
doesn't whine about. So I run a bunch of small stuff at once, and then I
I
put some
noticed
medium stuff, and then I run the bigger
noticed
stuff.
that.
So I got to sort the whole pile as I'm moving the pile.
It doesn't really matter though, because the big stuff slows you down, and the little stuff is not
but-
that big a deal.
But then you're going to have to run. You're going to have to adjust your knife all the time.
Right, you can keep
Because
the
you
wedge.
don't adjust the knife as much as you should because you don't
I've
care.
been doing
it's
a lot of
not your wood.
resplits though. I've been
Okay.
flipping a lot over, yeah.
But when you got the big stuff, you got to have 2 guys up here to
Well, I've
save
done
some
one.
time.
Yeah. But we're trying to clean it out every time when we're done. So we're dumping tons of debris.
And I
and
gotta clean that up down there yet too.
so anyway, that's it for today.
That's enough.
We're going home. That's enough.
Good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene.